Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.
Hello everyone, so today I am going to start exercise 12.2. Now this is the second exercise from the chapter equation of a straight line, and in this chapter we are going to learn condition for parallelism and perpendicularity. So in this chapter there are two theorems. This is the first one and this is the second one. In first theorem, two non-vertical lines, okay, that means suppose here L1 and L2 are two non-vertical lines, are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. Okay, so if theta 1 is the slope of L1 and theta 2 is the slope of L2, then these two lines are parallel when the slopes of these two lines are equal. That means L1 parallel L2 if and only if, that is the sign if and only if, when M1 equal to M2. That is the first theorem. Now in the next theorem here is two non-vertical lines with slope M1 and M2. So this here L1 and L2 are two non-vertical lines and their slope is M1 and M2 are perpendicular to each other if and only if M1 into M2 equal to -1. Okay, if and only if M1 into M2 equal to -1. That means L1 perpendicular L2 if and only if M1 into M2 equal to -1. So that is the condition. Now I am going to start the exercise problem. So here the first problem number 1. In problem number 1, state which one of the following is true. The straight line, first one y equal to 3x minus 5 and second one 2y equal to 4x plus 7. So these are two straight lines which are given, are parallel, perpendicular, and the third condition is neither parallel nor perpendicular. So here y equal to 3x minus 5, that means y equal to mx plus c. So by comparing this equation with y equal to mx plus c, you will get here m equal to 3. That means slope of the first equation is equal to 3. Now the next one here 2y, so y equal to 2x plus 7 by 2. That means if m1 equal to 3, then m2 equal to here m2 equal to 2. Okay, now in this condition, if m1 equal to m2, then these two lines are parallel, but here m1 not equal to m2, m1 not equal to m2, that means these two lines are not parallel. Now the next condition m1 into m2 equal to -1, then the two lines are perpendicular. So here m1 into m2 that equal to 6 and that not equal to -1, so that means they are not perpendicular lines. So the final answer is, that means the third option, neither parallel nor perpendicular. Okay, now problem number 2. In problem number 2, if 6x plus 5y minus 7 that equal to 0 and 2px plus 5y plus 1 equal to 0 are the parallel lines, then you have to find out the value of p. Okay, so that means first you have to find out the slope. First you have to find out the slope of that point, that equation. So here 6x plus 5y minus 7, so write down here 5y equal to minus 6x plus 7 and then y equal to minus 6 by 5x plus 7 by 5. So now you can easily comparing this equation with y equal to mx plus 1 plus c. So that means here m1 equal to minus 6 by 5. Now in the next equation here 2px plus 5y plus 1 equal to 0. So here 5y equal to minus 2px minus 1 and then y equal to minus 2 by 5 px minus 1 by 5. So here m2, that means slope, that equal to minus 2 by 5 p. Okay, now these two lines are parallel lines, that means here m1 equal to m2 by the theorem. So you can easily write down minus 6 by 5 equal to minus 2 by 5 p. So minus cancel out, 5 cancel out, 2 cancel out with 3, so that becomes p equal to 3. Okay, so the final answer is 3. Now problem number 3, lines 2x minus by plus 5 equal to 0, okay, and ax plus 3y equal to 2 are parallel. Find the relation connecting a and b. Okay, so these two lines are parallel. That means first you have to find out the slope. So from this equation, minus by equal to minus 2x minus 5, that means by equal to 2x plus 5. So here y equal to 2x by b plus 5 by b. So here m1 equal to 2 by b. Now the next equation, here 3y equal to 2 minus ax. So y equal to minus a by 3x plus 2 by 3. So here m2 equal to minus a by 3. Now as these two are parallel lines, that means m1 equal to m2. So 2 by b equal to minus a by 3. So multiply. So minus ab equal to 6. So as minus ab equal to 6, then ab equal to minus 6. So that is the relation between a and b. The next problem, problem number 4. If the straight lines 3x minus 5y plus 7 equal to 0 and 4x plus ay plus 9 equal to 0 are perpendicular to one another, then find the value of a. So these two lines are perpendicular, that means m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. So first find out m1. So here minus 5y equal to minus 3x minus 7. So y equal to 3 by 5x plus 7 by 5. So here m1 equal to 3 by 5, and here ay equal to minus 4x minus 9. So y equal to minus 4 by ax, then 9 by a. Okay, so here m2 equal to minus 4 by a. Now as m1 into m2, that equal to minus 1, as these two equations are perpendicular, so that means 3 by 5 into minus 4 by a, that equal to minus 1. So minus minus cancel out. Now here 12 equal to 5a. So from that a equal to 12 by 5. That is the answer. Now sum number 5. Is the line through minus 2 3 and 4 1 perpendicular to the line 3x equal to y plus 1? So that is the first question. Now next question, does the line 3x equal to y plus 1 bisect the join of 2 3 and 4 1? So first I am going to solve this one. Is the line this point and this point perpendicular to the line this one? So as minus 2 3 and 4 and 1 are two coordinates, so from that you can easily find out the slope. Okay, so therefore the slope equal to y2 minus y1 then by x2 minus x1. So that means here 1 minus 3 by 4 plus 2, and that equal to minus 2 by 6. So that equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay, so that means the slope of the line 3x equal to y plus 1. So here y equal to 3x minus 1. So that means here m2 equal to 3. Okay, now m2 equal to 3 and m1 equal to minus 1 by 3. So as they are if they are perpendicular, that means m1 into m2, that equal to 3 into minus 1 by 3, and that equal to 1. So as the multiplication of two slopes are equal to 1, that means these two lines are perpendicular. Now the next portion, the coordinates of the midpoint of the joining points, the coordinates of the midpoint of the joining point minus 2 3 and 4 1. So here the midpoint is minus 2 plus 4 by 2, then 3 plus 1 by 2. So the midpoint equal to here 1 comma 2. Now if the point midpoint 1 2 lies on the line 3x equal to y plus 1, then it will satisfy the equation. Okay, then it will satisfy the equation this one. So this is minus 2, sorry, only 2 is minus 2. So now I am going to put down this value, that means 1 and 2 in this equation, and if it satisfy, that means this line bisect with this one. So as x equal to 1, so that means left hand side equal to 3 into 1, that becomes 3, and right hand side y plus 1, that means 2 plus 1, and that equal to also 3. So that means this point satisfy with this equation. Okay, so that means the line 3x equal to y plus 1 bisect the join these 2 points. Now problem number 8. In problem number 8, if the lines, first one 3x plus y equal to 4, second one x minus ay plus 7 equal to 0, and the third one bx plus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. So these 3 lines form 3 consecutive sides of a rectangle. These 3 lines form 3 consecutive sides of a rectangle. Then find the value of a and b. So from that equation, here y equal to minus 3x plus 4, that means here m1 equal to minus 3. Now the next line ax, so here ay equal to minus x minus 7, so ay equal to, so that means y equal to x by a and then 7 by a, that means here m2 equal to 1 by a. And the third one bx plus 2y, so 2y equal to minus bx minus 5, so y equal to minus b by 2, then minus 5 by 2, that means here m3 equal to minus b by 2. So first one minus 3, second one 1 by a, third one minus b by 2. Now these are 3 consecutive sides of a rectangle. Okay, so that means first two equation are perpendicular to each other. So m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. If these 2 are consecutive lines of rectangle, that means first 2 equation or first 2 lines are perpendicular to each other. So that means m1 into m2, so minus 3 into 1 by a, that equal to minus 1, and from that a equal to 3. Now I am going to find the value of b. Okay, so as these 3 equations are 3 consecutive lines, that means if you draw a rectangle like in this way, okay, in this, so this is a rectangle, so this is the first equation, this is the second equation, this is the third equation. Okay, that means bx plus 2y plus 5 is this one, and 3x plus y plus 4 this one. So that means first line and the third line are perpendicular to, are parallel to each other, not perpendicular, are parallel to each other. First and second are perpendicular, and first and third are parallel lines. So that means m1 equal to m3. So if m1 equal to m3, that means minus 3 equal to minus b by 2. So from that here b equal to 6. So a equal to 3 and b equal to 6. Okay, now sum number 10. In sum number 10, find the equation of a straight line perpendicular to the line 2x plus 5y plus 7 equal to 0 and with y intercept minus 3 units. Okay, y intercept minus 3 units. So here the line 2x plus 5y plus 7 equal to 0. So that means 5y equal to minus 2x minus 7, and then y equal to minus 2 by 5x, then minus 7 by 5. That means here the slope m1 equal to minus 2 by 5. Okay, now these 2 straight lines, these 2 lines are perpendicular with each other. That means m1 into m2 equal to minus 1, and you know the value of m1, that equal to minus 2 by 5 into m2 equal to minus 1, 1 cancel out. So from that m2 equal to 5 by 2. Now we know the slope of the second straight line, and we have to find out the equation of that straight line. So here let as here y intercept, okay, as here y intercept minus 3 unit, that means the point where it passes, that equal to 0 minus 3. Okay, so now we have to find out the equation, and you know the formula y minus y1, that equal to slope into x minus x1. So as here y minus y1 means minus 3, so minus 3, slope equal to 5 by 2, and then x minus 0. So y plus 3 into 2, and here 5x. So finally 5x minus 2y minus 6, that equal to 0. So that is the final equation.